can see I'm kicking off, I'm getting ready to start. So, first things first, when we are squatting, I want everyone to realise that feet placement, hand placement, and making sure we keep the core as tight as we can. As you can see, I'm wearing a belt in this. That's just because in this video, it's an older video of me squatting. I'll only be doing one rep, and I've got quite a bit of weight on it, so I've got 130 on the bar there. So I need something to help give me more surface area to push my core off of. So I have a similar setup to the bar. I try and make at least the least amount of adjustments after the bar is on my back. So I make sure I've done the most amount of adjustments underneath the bar before I unrack it. So I think I'm waiting for a song to play. I've got the nod, it's the good song. So what I've done here to start with, I've placed my hands on the bar and they're just outside shoulder width apart. So that means that when I pull underneath the bar, which you'll see in a second after I do all my little dancing about, my hands will be nice and tight, my upper back will be tight, my chest will be proud. So I always have a set up for my bar. I'll always stretch away from the bar. As you've seen there, I'll just quickly rewind that back. If you see me stepping in now, you will see me planting my feet. And what I've just done right there is I've planted my feet as tight as I can to the as in my stance. So I literally just need to take one step back, do a little 1-2 step after that to get myself into full squatting position. So I've stretched myself out, I get myself under the bar nice and tight, and I step up. There's 1 step, 2, shuffle, shuffle, ready to squat. So from here, in this video, I actually have to adjust the bar slightly because my bar adjustment I haven't got it racked on my back as properly as I would like. So I'll go through it, sorted the bar out, a big deep breath in, as you can see there. I've then braced my core, a big deep breath in, I've stuck the roof to the tongue of my mouth, the top of my mouth, sorry, my tongue to the roof of my mouth, and took a big deep breath in, and I'm bracing my core against that belt. But I'm bracing my core, I'm pushing my abs out of the way, as that's going to brace my full core when I go to squat. Now, on my squatting action here, I'm going to hinge at the hips, so I'm going to break at the hips first, and I'm going to act although I'm sitting in a seat behind me. So if I press play, I think this is now in slow motion, you'll see me dropping down. I'm sitting in that seat behind me, but if you also see the bar path, if my lovely jacket and bag weren't in the way, you would see that the bar is just in line with my ankles. My hips are out, my chest is proud, my back is nice and flat, I've got the safeties out just in case, and my knees haven't came in on the way down. You can see that my hips here are nice in line with my knee. I actually go quite low for my squat. You could probably get away with the middle of my hips sitting just where the tip of the mouse is there. Okay, but my hips are that's probably where my hips are sitting right now. So, my back's nice and flat, my hips are nice and square, and if the ankle is sitting about here, the bar is just in line with the ankle as we go there. I'm then going to drive through the floor all the way back up. As you've seen there, because it was a heavier weight, my hips kind of came out, my back's still nice and straight, but it's not as straight as it could be. But the bar again still stays over in line with my ankles. I drive all the way up and through with the hips. I lock out, got a lovely nice face there, check that out. And relax, and then I rack it as quick as possible there, and that is it done. So, brace the core, break at the hips first, pushing them back to sit on that seat behind you, keeping that chest proud, chin in front, and making sure that the bar is in line with the ankles. If the knees come in on your squat, please use a band and lower the weight so we can start working on you'll need to work more on your adductors and adductors to bring in some stability in through the hips. So I hope this video helps on squatting and proper technique for it. So always remember these points. Our setup, hands just outside shoulder width apart. Get nice and tight underneath the bar and get all your foot placing set underneath the bar just to stand up. Take 1 step back. That's as far as from the rack you need to do. 1 step. You want to take a maximum of about 3 steps, okay? 1 step back, bring your other foot back, and then set up your stance from another 1 or 2 quick wee steps. You're in the zone, you're ready to squat. A big deep breath, squatting down, driving back up, making sure that we're keeping the chest and the back as flat as we can, and the hips come in line with the knee. Get someone to watch or post some form videos up here and we will help. So that's me running over the squat quickly. I hope that was good, and I will now